Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome back. Well. Well, it's Saturday, and as promised, the first of two Elgin watch diagnosis and hopeful repairs, because I need to sell them so that I can buy some more stuff. The first one is we call it the strap watch. It's got a little strap on it. Elgin, 1943, stated on the Elgin website. You've seen these before, I showed you them a couple of weeks ago. This one looks like it's been misstamped for the broad arrow for the military. 1943 was a busy year, there's a lot going on in the world, so that's probably why that got misstamped. And the other one, pardon me, same watch, not the same watch, that's one, that's number two. Same type of watch. This one, as you remember when you saw the earlier video, really badly worn on the back of the case. Again, 1943. So both about the same really, not much in it. So we'll start with a strap watch, the old strap watch. Now nothing seems to be happening when you pull out the crown. Not sure if it's a winding fault or a fault with the actual stem. There's nothing, as you can see, is moving. So I think it's a case of, I've loosened the front and back case because they are difficult to undo at the best of times. Pop that out of the way. Let me just get a bit more off of that one. There we go. Is it coming off? Yeah, it's off. Let's pop out the stem. Let's get back to it. So, first things first, as you know, case screw. Is that the one? Yeah, that'll do it. It was a bit tight, case screws. Oh, before we go any further, the balance wheel, yeah, it's wobbling about. I think this might be a bit of a long-winded repair. If I've got to start staking in new balance staffs, it could be a miserable video. Who knows? I know till we get in and find out. Okay, screws can go over that side. Come on. Boing. That's it. Now hopefully when we lift this up, the case will pop out. The movement will pop out the case. Bit of that and that. Put in my newly repaired watch holder. Get that round there. And there's the movement in all its glory. Dun dun dun. So, what to do? Well, looking at it, it's had some action in its life. That's definitely the wrong screw for that place. Should be like the rest of the screws around there. So that one's the wrong screw. Somebody's obviously been in here before. Oh, let's get comfortable. Alright, so I think what we'll do, we'll start with the winding mechanism. Something here is not right. So let's first of all start, let's take off the, tell you, I promise you that screwdriver is never going to be seen again. Excuse me, until I've demagnetized it or changed the tip of it. Now that isn't very pleasant. I don't know if you can see in there. Is that muck? Is that muck? Oh. Yeah, look at all that. That is old, dirty, look at the end of that. Old, dirty, congealed oil. Someone's obviously tried to do something to it in its past life. What they tried and why, I have no idea. But it certainly doesn't look good, does it? So let's get the decent screwdriver again. That's too small. That's too small. I bet this one's going to be too big. No, that'll be fine. Oh, I need to go a bit more tight. Get in there properly before we lose it. Because that seemed a bit tight to me. No. Very, very loose. And this one. Come on. What will we find? I think it's going to be a pot of gold at the bottom of the rainbow. That's looking remarkably good. Now what's the problem here? Is there a problem? You know, I think there was a problem with that. I don't think that was in the right way. Hang on, can I see past that? Let me just change my eyes. New pair of eyes. Just going to pick it up for a second. Ah, yeah. I think the reason it wasn't winding was because, or setting, let's take the barrel off. I think, out of the way. Yeah, can you, I don't know if you can see in there. Let me see. Before it's all out. Right. How are we going to do this so you can see what I'm looking at? Damn, it's fallen right out. Well, it doesn't matter. Right, can you see now? Hang on, no you can't, even I can't see it. Right, what had happened was, everybody back together. Right, see? That bit that I've just poked out there, that's supposed to sit. Does that come out? That is supposed to sit. You can't really see it because it's, yeah, there we go. Right, that part there is supposed to sit on that bit there. And then as you try and push it in and out to wind, it moves the stem backwards and forwards under that. Where are we going? When you push the stem in or pull it out, you push it in, it pushes that way so you can wind it, then it releases a bit, and then when you pull it right out, it sets it so you can change the hands. That's what it's supposed to do. But that little tricky bit had come away from where it should have been. So I figure that's why it wasn't winding. So I'll pop that in there out of the way. But also, let's have a look at the barrel. Because why had that jumped over? Why was it out of its proper hole? I don't know. I'm thinking if it's been dropped or if someone's overwound it and got really zealous with it, or maybe the spring's broken itself. So we'll pop the cover off. The spring looks alright. Does it though? Does it though? Right, can you see there? shouldn't be a gap there. That should be all spring. Boing. So don't try this at home without your safety glasses on, because if these do go boing, they proper go boing. Yes, 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 yes. Doing. So even under the mainspring has been broken. So I'm wondering if when this mainspring broke, if it released a lot of power and that's why the winding part jumped out of its hole. I don't know. It shouldn't really jump out because it's properly encased, but things happen. For strange reasons, things happen. So, right, so we're now down to the mainspring. Should we put that, throw it over there, it's no good. Boing. Pick that up. That's no good. Boing. That's the, I suppose you call it the, what do you call that? Is that the barrel anyway? I told you, I am no expert. Let me get rid of that bit because I think that's seen its day as well. Don't forget, I am only an amateur. Let me see if I can find. Right, let's see if we can find a barrel. Like I say, I've pulled a few Elgins apart in my time. They have got different sizes, obviously. You've got your 16s, your 18s, 12s, different sizes. So be careful if you're just going to grab something out of a parts bag that you make, that you check that it's actually going to fit before you go doing all wonderful manoeuvres. So again, I'm not going to pull this cover off because they are quite tricky to get back in. Pardon me. I'll just show you quickly if I can. Somewhere around the perimeter there'll be, or there should be, I don't know, maybe it's on that bit that's broken off. No, it wouldn't be, it'd be up this end. You can't see it very clearly, but there is a bit on there and it has to engage with that little cut out there. So you can see the mainspring in there. Yeah, it has to fit in there, and it can be quite tricky sometimes to get it in. And my fear is when I'm heavily handedly trying to get it in, something is going to go doing, and I'm going to end up with a face full of spring. And trust me, I've got the perfect face for radio. Right then. That's got stuck. You have to bear with me. My gap on my tweezers has closed up. I'll let you see the struggle I'm having. You might as well. You've probably not had a good laugh this morning. The tweezers, the gap had closed right up because I over twisted them to pull that thing out of the bag. And so now this has kindly decided to throw itself into pieces. And so we've got a square peg going into a round hole. I'll change glasses. If you see my head, I apologise. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. It's just going to get worse, I can see it. lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's pick it up, move it, watch it all fall apart. So again, these were a bit tricky to get back in. That little hand there, that little lever there, works off of this little fella here pushing it backwards and forwards. And what you've got to try and do is get it all in there, like that. But you can't really see if you've got it into that bit. So again, this might get a bit fingers in the way. Is that in? It's really difficult to see if it's gone in. You have to excuse me, I'll take you out of camera for a second. No. No, I don't think it's gone in. Just give us a second, I'll move it in so you can try and see what I'm trying to do. I just want to see if I can push that over a bit without all the other bits flying off. So I'm not sure if that's gone in or not. If not, we'll have to take it back off. So, the barrel, does it fit? I think it fits. It'll fit really well if I turn it up the right way. And that'll fit just nicely now. There you go. So we've got... See, I don't think that's sitting in there. I really don't. I don't think that's right. Did you see how that moved up and down then? You watch. See, that's moving up and down now. That's how you know if it's gone in the hole. So it's moving. It jumped out. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm not going to push my luck with that. I'm going to leave like that for a second. I'll leave it like that for a minute or two. Hopefully this barrel is going to sit down nicely. We can just get that to go into its proper location. As again, now what you've got to do, there we go. I love that click. That tells me everything's gone where it should. Thank you. Oh my gosh. And if you heard that, stuff went flying everywhere. Again, this watch, well, should I go for a full rebuild and clean and oil and yeah, you know what's going to happen. We'll see if we can get it to run, and if we do, then I've got to make a decision based on whether or not we just get it running. We put it on one of the auction sites just as a watch that needs a bit of love, you know, sold as seen, runs but needs love, or do we strip it and do it all? I really can't make up my mind. Let's have another go with that. Use fingers for a second. Right. feels a bit better. It's, I don't know if you can see, but can you see how dirty it is around the bottom here? But that's filthy. And again, how long's it been sitting around? Who knows? Is this going to wind now? Well, there you go. Can you see? Remember I told you that spring pushes it out, so you push into wind and then watch. That's not me doing that. That is just the pressure of that little tiny spring in there pushing it back out. Well, we're halfway to heaven, as they say. Sorry about the shaky, but I like to shake them, see if they'll start to run. You know, I don't know how well you can see in there, but let's see if I can move some of it. I don't know. You probably can't see it, but this is rotten. See if we can move that bit in there. That's wobbling about nicely, isn't it? Yes, I think we're looking at balance wheel repair now. I think we're definitely looking at it needs a staff. Well, it looks, yes, there's so much movement in it. Well, we fixed one problem. We fixed all the barrel wheel and the mainspring, so it's on its way to living. But what do you do with it? What do you do? Do you invest a lot more time and effort on it? Messing about, putting a balance staff in it? That is the question. That is the question. I don't know. Let's take it off. Let's take the balance wheel out and let's look at the balance staff, pinions. You know, it could be a jewel for all I know. What do I know? But just in there, you know, you've got your top jewel in there, you've got the bottom jewel in the bottom plate, or upside down, whichever way you're looking at it. Could be a jewel gone rogue on us. And if that's the case, then it might be a whole different day out. So remember my oiler? Like I say, this is a very fine screw. It's tighter than I thought it was going to be. That's it. Let's pop out the stud for the hairspring. Lots of springs in there. Boing, boing, boing. There we go. Dink. Now hopefully this will lift off nicely. I don't know what you can see. But kind of, hang on, let me have a look with my bins on. I can't see anything either. Can we see it from that angle? Oh, we'll look at that in a minute. That will drive you mad. That will drive you madder than a mad thing on a mad day. I can't stop laughing. I don't know how I'm going to get this to focus, so you just have to bear with me a moment while I try. It's going to go way out of focus for a minute. Because we need to get seriously close. Just bear with me. We're coming back in. Can we see that? Trying the back of my hand might be better. Tell you what. Pop it between my fingers. That might give you an idea. Turn it over a bit. There you go. Can you see the pinion snapped off? The top one has as well. Let's turn it over a bit. Yes, both of them have sheared off. So this poor old watch must have gone through some quite severe shock, because mainspring broken, the actual winding stem, the part inside had popped out, and both pivots are broken on the balance staff. Both pivots are broken. So what shall we do? What shall we do? Well, I don't know what to do now. What do you suggest we do? You don't know either, do you? I don't know. We could search through the parts box and find another balance staff and pop it, another balance wheel if we've got one in the box. Let's have a look. Might be in that one. Come out. There we go. So, I'm fast running out of them. I've got a big box there of bad parts. These ones have all got they've all got broken balance staffs and jewels and all sorts of bits. Hairsprings missing like that one. So they're just ones that, you know, I keep as a trophy, you know, like Hannibal Lecter. And we're getting down. We've got, oh, I know what I'll show you. Did I show you these before? Oh, I don't think I did. Here we go. 2. So these balance wheels, see how they like to get hooked together. So somewhere in there, hopefully, let's get it in the camera. Somewhere there I'm going to find a balance wheel. I'll have to go through them. I can tell you soon. Sooner than later there won't be that one. I don't know what that's doing in there. But yeah, somewhere in there, hopefully there's going to be a balance wheel complete that we can just pop into that movement. Now these were interesting as we got a bit of time. There's the broken one. Broken. Boing. These are interesting. Well, they're interesting to me. Might be if you're an Elgin man. quantity 2, balance, assembly, Elgin National Watch Company, manufactured part number and the contract number. These are new, brand new. As you can see there, the Elgin National Watch Company, material department. It's good, isn't it? And in here, and I've been saving these, I must admit, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to put them into a what's going to be a 40 quid watch, because you know these are hard to get. So I'm waiting until I get a nice BW Raymond or a nice railroad watch, and then I'll use these. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know how the Egyptians felt when they went into the tombs, eh? Having a look around. There you go. Brand new. See if we can focus on that. There you are. Brand new. And you can see the difference in the depth of the pinions on it. They are hard to see, but they're there. My camera's cheap. Fingers are clean. So there you go. So I've got 4 of those. 4 of those. Well, what to do? I'm certainly not going to put one of them onto this watch, because like I say, I think these 4, those 2 and those 2, and they're in there, I think they're worth more than the watch is worth. So what we're going to do is we're trying to find a one out of the parts box. Shall we carry on? We've been going for 32 minutes. What shall we do? Let's have a look in the parts box and see. Right, well, we know it's not that. That's a definite. It won't be that. No hairspring. It won't be that. No, nothing at all. So look at that one. Right. Let's see what we see. Again, you know, it's out of a parts box. So is it going to fit under in the first place? Yes. Is it going to line up with the pallet fork? Wait a minute. Let's just have a look at this here little fella. Now, you see, we should really do this in a different video, I think, but we're here now. Right, you're here now, so let's play. Right, that there, that's the pinion there. That there is the jewel, the roller. This is the roller table. That's the roller table jewel. The roller table jewel, as I'm sure you remember, the roller jewel goes into there and fits in the centre of the pallet fork. Remember that? Now that's out. Look, you can see. You must be able to see that dirt. No, it's not, you know, the camera's not great enough, but yeah, it's rotten. So, what concerns me is the jewel should always fit at 90 degrees to the centre of the balance wheel, and likewise this is just my opinion, horologists out there everywhere, look away quickly because it's going to hurt you. Right, that there is what I call a hairspring stud. Now my opinion is, and I've seen a few of these, they should be at 90 degrees as well, in line with the jewel, because it alters the way the watch runs. You know, you'll hear a lot of the professionals talk about, they'll talk about things like, excuse me, the watch being in beat. It's another big word they use. What is it called? I don't know, can't remember. But they talk about the watch being in beat and things like that. Well, I think that that's all to do with how that stud there is aligned, because obviously round here it's going to put more tension on it. It's going to make the watch run faster or slower, or amplitude, that's another word they use. Well, I don't know, but that looks way off of 90 degrees to that. Now I know, because I'm just going to have another look at the balance jewel, if you will stay there, is that side. So I'm going to do, lordy, please, what I'm going to do, when we're back in focus, oh dear, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do what every horologist loves, try and grip the back, oh Lord, please. Right, using my oiler, I'm going to go into the gap there. You seeing this? I promise I'm going to buy a camera one day, proper thing. Right, I'm just going to put my oiler in, and I'm just going to, oh, too far. I'm trying to show you, not watching what I'm doing. Right, I don't know, can you see? I've kind of turned it just slightly. Let me get rid of that light so it doesn't blind you. So I've now turned it so it's just slightly off the 90 degrees that way. And hopefully, like I say, that will put it into the beat or the amplitude and stuff. So what we need to do now is to pop it in right around the other way. Thank you. And that also gives you a bit of a way of lining up your balance jewel to go into the pallet fork. See if we can get some different bit of magnification. Excuse fingers. Not great. You know what I forget to do? I forget to put my glasses on when I'm trying to get the camera in focus. I get it in focus with my bad eyes, and I put my good eyes on, and I realise, wow, that's way out of focus. I say it myself. Where are we gone? Let's go right out and come back. That'll do. Change eyes again. Right, so now let me see. not in there. It's not in the palette fork. Now we're in. See if I give it a little touch, it takes it right round. So we're in the palette fork. We are in. Nervousness. I like it when it falls down like that. It gives me confidence that it's in the... Right, well, let's put a screw in. Put the screw in. Do you know what? If I lived in a barn, I wouldn't have enough room. Don't do it too tightly. And let's see if we've got any shake. Well, that's not too bad. I can live with that. Now, let's see if I've got the palette joint. Ah, I like that. Did you see that? Watch. Doing. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Got a drink to keep me going. Right then. Now, do you remember we've discussed this? This is the Hairspring Stud, just there, and that needs to go underneath this plate. It's sort of triangular shaped, and it needs to come back up in that hole. Bum bum bum. Right, I'm performing without a safety net again. Now I use my oiler because it is a little bit delicate, and if I try to use a big fat screwdriver, we've already discussed, I can't afford to put new windows in the house anymore because they keep going when the watch goes flying out the window. Trust me, it's not easy at the best of times, okay, but it is easier when you're not trying to show people on a camera. So you see we've gone underneath now. I'm trying to keep this in focus for you, but trying to do the job as well. So it popped out the other side. Boing. Professionals out there saying, oh well, yes, well of course I would have used the 1951 748 method myself. Oh yes. And I'm using the hope for the best method. We still got a bit of focus there. Alright. Right. You're going to have to bear with me because I need to see this now. Because I'm nowhere near it. I'm nowhere near it when you can see it. Oh, come on. This is like trying to get wet spaghetti down a straw. I know another saying about that, but I won't. Kids could be watching. Why is it you whisper when you're nearly there? I don't know. It's strange that, isn't it? see it pop up into the hole? Well, it's in. Oh. I'll give it a shake with all the hopes in the world it was going to run. Let's put some more power in. See that? I did that all hopefully then, didn't I? It jumped. Is that a good sign? Again, you know, we did discuss earlier that this might actually have a, with the amount of damage it's gone through, it might have had a broken jaw. So just loosen that off a tad. Yeah, you see, we have give this watch its best chance in life. We really have. Let's tighten up the stud. You know, that's the trouble with these old watches. You know, when you think what we found wrong with it so far. Broken mainspring. The winding mechanism had jumped out. That wrong screw really frightens me because, pardon me, under here are all the train wheels. So why has someone had that screw out? Why have they taken that off? I do not know why. But it still seems like it wants to run. But you know, it was a dirty old watch. I'm just going to try and see if I've got the mainspring into it. Oh no, that's hanging out. So, again, apologies if you can't see what I'm doing. Let's get a bit more light over. No, you probably can't see anything at all now. Right, between those two pins, where my oiler is, the hairspring is supposed to fit inside there. Like that. Like that. Well, it wants to run. Do you know what? You know what we've done before? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I was just going to give it a wash because this just seems so like it wants to go. I'll tell you what, quickly, don't let the urologist know I did it. I am going to quickly do this. I shouldn't do it. I should say enough is enough. But you know what it's like. It's when you get that last bit of dinner and you think, oh, I can't eat no more. And then you just think, oh, maybe I could do a bit more. Well, that's what this is like. It's going to take me a couple of minutes just to see what's going to happen. And if when we've done the next bit, it doesn't spring into life, then it's going to have to be a full strip down. Nice and gentle. There. Okay, you know where this is going. If you've seen my videos before, you know exactly where this is going to go. Straight into some dirty brake cleaner and the other watches that I've, sorry about that, you can't see, can you? I get so carried away I forget you're there. And then all of a sudden I look and I go, oh, they've not seen any of that. So dial off, wheel off, take it away. Oh, yeah. Like I say, I'll clean a couple in this. This is the real dirty oil, dirty brake cleaner that I use, just because, you know, the first wash doesn't have to be a very good wash. Let's get a bit more in now, because it just seemed so like it wanted to go. Let's give it a top up. As I say, I don't know why it's got the dodgy screw in the paintbrush gun. My little brush gun. I don't know why that's got a dodgy screw in the train wheels bridge, that one there, and that certainly shouldn't be there, it's the wrong screw. So anyway, let's just give a little bit of a clean in there. I'm not expecting much out of this now, to be fair. So really wants to work, doesn't it? But, you know, listen, we started with nothing. We're a lot further forward than we were. You know, how badly those pinions were broken. It makes you wonder why that screw's been out, and why, what sort of other damage could have occurred to the jewels in here. Who knows, who knows. Right, let's see if we can turn this over without completely dropping it and making it go bang. So there, a clean hasn't helped. All what we've done hasn't really helped, has it? I think all we can say is, in all honesty, we've repaired the we have repaired the winding mechanism of it, and we have changed the, sorry about this, let me just find a way of getting hold of it. Change the balance. Really, I don't think you or I should be spending any more time on it. I guess we could say, let's just check one other thing. Do you know, you drive me mad, you lot. One last thing, I don't know why. This is where 3 weeks later we're all sitting here. No one's been to work. The dog's not been fed. I'm going to try one thing. Remember I said about the beat and the amplitudes and all of that good stuff. You remember that hairspring was way out where it should have been. Well, what about then if we try to put it into a bit of more of a beat, I suppose you'd say. So if I hold that, going to turn that. Can you see it turning? Last go, right? 5 minutes, then end of. Because it needed a bit more springiness. Is that a real word, springiness? I don't know. Right. Did that just drop in? Yes, it did. Under the screw. Hang on a minute. Screw underneath there. Anyone see where the screw went? Change your glasses. What? You see, this is what gets me. This is really what gets me. Where did that screw just go? Come on. No way. Right. Give me a minute. Less than a minute. It was underneath there. Okay. Ooh. Very important. Put the top on that because that will get you as high as a kite. No time at all. Right, change glasses. Let's get this rubbish out of the way. And let's pop that straight on now. And put it back. So this is the last go. Getting this. No. That's it, guys. It's the end of the road. What I will do is I shall have a play with this off camera to see if I can find what the fault is. But I'm not going to take up any of your time. No, that's it. It's all over. It is all over. Just quickly loosen that a little bit because I over tightened it. Right. We're going to have to do a part 2. Till next time.